Hello there. Democracy is breathing its last, and Trump and Macron are preparing the shroud. Is this a fit title? Yes, it is. And it doesn't mean that democracy was not on the way of death. No, it had been before. Because since they declared this, they did not implement it. You know why? God tested them. And He put the resources that they need, oil, gas, etc., in the Middle East, and the gold in Africa. So those people, they wanted to implement democracy, but it can't be. Then how could they get the oil? There must be leaders who are puppets to them, and at the same time they are dictators to their people. So their people, if they see what's going on, they don't dare to speak out. This is the truth. Now today we can see what is called the new National Security Bill. This is in France, that people are protesting against. Which means, goodbye police, you can do anything, relax. No one is going to pick pictures or take some clips for what you're doing. Where's the democracy? Macron, he highly welcomed the favorite dictator friend for Trump. Now he became more favorite to Macron than Trump. Why? Because he's dictator. Because even the reporters, they were not allowed to get closer to what's going on in the Elysee Palace. Shh, no one should know what you've been doing there. Oh, they had to check the Egyptian media, okay, to get to know what's going on in the Elysee Palace. They couldn't. Wow. Well, yesterday Macron was defending media, and now he is hiding the facts from the media. Yesterday he was defending the media. Go ahead. Even if you want to mock the prophets, go ahead, freedom. But why did you hide that freedom from them when you welcomed Sisi? Contradiction. Yet also, Trump, he is hammering democracy. He's hammering democracy to the extent that politicians there were criticizing him, saying, wait a minute, there is no America without freedom. Now, the symbolic image of America and France about freedom have been distorted. Finish. And those who had hoped that those European Western countries, they may speak out against dictatorship and oppression worldwide, they lost their hope. Many personal decisions without referring their decisions to the public, to the politicians, nothing. For instance, the Sahara, the Moroccan Sahara, or what it's called Polisario, it have been given to Morocco. But look, I'm not either on the two sides, Morocco or Algeria. To me, those are two Muslim countries. So any among both, those people in the desert will belong to their Muslim countries. So to me, there's no problem. But the problem is with the blackmail, with Trump unmerciful, ruthless decision that gives zero consideration to the people who are suffering, zero mercy to those who are in jail, waiting for Joe Joe Biden to undertake the leadership of America, so things will change. Many hundreds of thousands of prisoners will be released. Many human rights cases that have been suspended at the time of Trump, they might be a breakthrough. So where's democracy? No, nothing. Had it been the will of Allah the Almighty to let the oil and the gas and all of those resources be in the Western countries, Allah is able to do so. But it's God's test. God willed it to be a test for them. So all what we see today caused democracy to be in a state of death. Democracy was a wrestling ring with the, between democracy. There was a fight between democracy and pragmatism. Those are two heroes. But pragmatism had finished democracy with KO, knockout. Macron nowadays is crushing freedom and human rights and showing that he is out of the need for it. No need for it. By becoming a closer friend to El-Sisi than Trump himself. While we may think that this is a message, honoring El-Sisi and granting him the cross, the French cross that is given, it's the highest gift, is to give someone, what do you call it, the Legion Medal of Supreme Honor. Why Sisi deserves it? Did he save souls from death? No. Well, he's raiding Sinai, preparing it for the Jews, blocking the way on the Palestinians, filling the jails. Since his 4 years until now, he killed 4,000 people in a mosque. In the event which they call it Rabia event. Yeah, hundreds of thousands between dead and prisoner, waiting for their fate, hoping that democracy. Did I say democracy? Sorry, democracy will do something for them. Yet no. Why? Principles are important, but we have to give priority. We have to prioritize what? The Jews, who are the chosen people of God. Yeah. What else? Interest, Western interest, favors. This is more important. But what about those people in the jail? They have God. God will take care of them. As for us, we can't do anything, as you know. We have to smuggle the oil, the gas, and now there is a leaked scandal about hundreds of $billions that were in Libya, and somehow it had been taken out of Libya, and now they're looking maybe in South Africa. And anyone who keep searching, following up this case, he will be killed. Many of those who were following up the case of Libya, $1 billion, many they were shot dead, especially in South Africa. Even Nelson Mandela, the symbolic person of human rights and freedom, he was asked this question: how can we reconcile between your noble principles and being a close friend to Muammar Gaddafi and praising him And we know that he is the worst dictator ever in the 20th century. You know what he said? He said something silly. But despite that, people are really significant in being brainwashed. He said his image to us and his benefit to our national interest is very important, regardless of what he's doing there. He's doing these things there, but not here. And they were clapping for him. So where's the hope now? You know, those people, they have proposed themselves as an alternative to the Islamic regime, to the Arabian regime. They are the alternative. But this alternative is dying nowadays. So after the failure of Macron in Libya, in Armenia, after provoking Europe against Turkey, to boycott Turkey, which also failed, and by the help of European member people of the European, such as Italy, Germany, and Hungary, and it failed. Everything is failing, especially the failure in Armenia. And look at the mean behavior of Macron. Even Nagorno-Karabakh have been returned to the Azerbaijanis. Finished. It's finished. The war is over. And the Armenians have signed a contract of ceasefire, which is considered to be surrendering and defeat. Despite that, Macron nowadays is declaring Nagorno-Karabakh to be belonging to Armenia. What's going on with this man? So Macron put his principles, the principles of France, in crisis. He put these principles in crisis. Islam is not in crisis. When he dared to utter that word, that Islam is in crisis, God sent to him an old woman who was taken as hostage. She came back as she was going off the airplane. She was so rushed, and there's something in her. Something? That was God. Something is pushing her from inside. The moment I'll see Macron, I'll tell him I'm a Muslim. So as she went down, and the moment they welcomed her, hello Sophie. Oh, il faut pas m'appeler Sophie. Pourquoi? Parce que maintenant je suis Mariam. Oui, je suis plus Sophie. Je suis maintenant Mariam. Don't call me Sophie. I'm not Sophie anymore. I am Mariam because I converted to Islam. Parce que j'ai devenu musulmane. That was the divine message from God to Macron. My final message to Macron and to everyone who is tampering with this. You have to differentiate between two things. The Muslims who have to confront defeat and weakening because of their sins and because of their lack of commitment to Islam, and between the religion Islam itself, which has taken its way, and generations upon generations they try to annihilate Islam and stop it and finish it, yet they died before that. And many generations will come to do the same thing, and it will end up with them that they die, they sleep until the day of resurrection, and Islam remains. As Allah the Almighty said, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. It is He who sent His messenger, that means Muhammad, with guidance and the religion of truth, to let the religion of truth supersede, to be supremative over all other religions, even if the disbelievers did not like it. يريدون أن يطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم. They seek to extinguish the light of Allah by their mouth. وَيَأْبَى اللَّهُ, and Allah desists. But to accomplish His light, even if the disbelievers did not like it. Do whatever you want to do. Take my word, nothing will be affecting that religion of Allah. You know, despite all of those conspiracies, if that religion, which is called Islam, belongs to a person on earth, it would have been buried long time ago. But it doesn't belong to a person on earth, it belongs to Allah. Thank you very much. Goodbye.